Hello you guys, it's Lauren. Welcome back to my channel for the love of. If you're joining for the first time, I want to say welcome. Thank you for taking the time to click on first time ever. This is actually a first time ever on my channel, country candle haul. If you're a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you for being patient. I know. I'm happy to be back on here too. Before I dive into today's video, I want to say I hope you guys are doing well, and I cannot think of a better or more beautiful weekend to be trying out this new, some of these are new, some are returning, fall lineup from Kringle Candle. 3 things I want to hit on before I jump into my first impressions. So I'm going to do a first impressions on the ones I have not burned yet. I'll give you a quick review of the ones I have burned. A Kringle candle lineup as well. There's going to be some new and returning fragrances on that video as well. Similar format. That should be coming up right after this one, so the following day. I was reached out by a representative from Kringle, and she was fantastic. I won't give out her name or anything, but they were wonderful. They worked with me, and they saw that, they wanted me to try some of their new fragrances, and I wanted to share it with you guys. And I always give honest and open feedback on everything, and I'm not going to do any different here. And I'll tell you which ones I like, which ones I would buy again, as I always do. I have done brand partnerships before, and I'm always very transparent in all of my reviews. I do have, which if I were you and you were wanting any of these new candles, and after today's video, my bakery lovers, I do think some of you are going to want to get that blueberry French toast. You guys are going to be getting 15% off. So I do have a 15% off promo code. The promo code is LIFE, L-I-F-E, with W-I-T-H-L-B at checkout. So you can do this for Country Candle and Kringle. It's on sale. It's on new. The only thing you can't use it on is gift cards, of course, and then also personalized candle. There are 3 candles on today's haul from Country that are new. So if you guys go to the website right now, you're not going to see them. So there's 3 of them. The pink one, the pink pumpkin waffle cone, that blue one, the blueberry French toast, and then cinnamon buns are not on their website right now. You're going to have to wait till August 27th to get those. Maybe set your timer, set a reminder if those are ones you're interested in. I hope you guys are all doing well. It's a beautiful weekend. We're coming to the end of summer here. I hope you guys are doing awesome. I hope you're enjoying every last bit of summer because, as you know, we're diving right into fall. And you guys, without further ado, let's get into today's haul. So we're going to dive into first, we're actually going to do the returning favorites. This is Salted Waffle Cone. This is not my first time trying this fragrance, first time trying the candle. I believe I've tried their little fireflies of it in the past, and I think I wound up actually just melting down the firefly, to be honest. But I do remember this fragrance. You can see I did, because I remembered it, I wanted to try it in candle form. I did wind up obviously burning this one. All the candles I'm going to be talking about in today's video, and then also tomorrow's video, the Kringle version, I burned all of the candles in the same spot. The scent is spot on. It truly smells like if you're getting a vanilla ice cream cone with like a waffle cone, that's what this smells like. And as you know, sometimes waffle cones and sprinkles and things like that are a little bit lighter of a fragrance. So that being said, the throw on this one was not the strongest. In this room, 1 to 10, 10 of course being the strongest, I'd say this was probably coming in at like a 5.5, probably 5.5. Let me read you the notes, and I'm going to tell you a little more of my thoughts on this candle. The notes include top notes of vanilla sugar, sea salted caramel. Definitely get the sea salted caramel. It's very light. It's a very faint caramel. It's not over the top, not super sweet, very authentic, which is what I like. Mid notes of whipped buttercream and ice cream accord. Yes, 100% I get the ice cream accord. Base notes of rainbow sprinkles and salted wafer. I do get that crunchy kind of waffle cone wafer, and I do get the sprinkles, you guys. Oh my goodness, let me take the top off this. I can get the sprinkle notes on this. You know how sprinkles have just that very faint fragrance? I get like ice cream, I get a light vanilla ice cream, waffle cone, and sprinkles. Very beautiful, very, very authentic. Would I purchase this again? Yes, like I said, but I would probably maybe get the wax melts or probably the fireflies. That way I could kind of chunk those up and pop them into a wax warmer. And that was Salted Waffle Cone right there. And next up is Coffee Shop. I have wanted to try this one for so long. I do like a good coffee candle. I don't burn them that much anymore because they can be a bit much, but I appreciate a good coffee fragrance. This is probably, now as you can see, I haven't burned this, so I can't really speak to the throw, but I can speak to the scent. Let me read you their notes and then I'll tell you what I think of the candle. Notes, top notes of caramel, coffee and mocha, mid notes of vanilla, sweet caramel, and hazelnut. It just actually says vanilla, comma, sweet, comma, caramel, comma, hazelnut. So it's like a sweet caramel, hazelnut, vanilla blend. I get all of that. And then base notes of a gourmand and kind of nutty note. It does have a bit of a warmth that kind of rounds it out at the bottom. This does smell like you're walking into a coffee shop. It doesn't smell like just one scent in particular, which is what I really love about this fragrance. I really think they kind of captured all the different, almost standard fragrances you would catch in a coffee shop. You get the vanilla, you get the caramel, you have the hazelnut, you obviously get the coffee, you kind of get the mocha, you get a little bit of everything. It's not a black coffee scent, and it's not like a frappuccino-y type scent either. It's a blend of everything, which is what I think makes it really, really beautiful. Guys, like I said earlier, if you're jumping from fragrance to fragrance, if you missed it, you are gonna get 15% off with my code LIFE, L-I-F-E, with W-I-T-H-L-B. So if you go to Kringle's website, you can get 15% off LIFE with L-B at checkout. So if you're looking for a good coffee scent, definitely check this one out. I will be doing Instagram follow-ups as I burn these, and that right there was Coffee Shop. All right, you guys, and before we dive into some of the new fragrances, I did also get sent a couple different Firefly candles. So what I love about these, and this is how I would test out, especially from candle brands that maybe they don't have a store where you can go in and smell, these are their Firefly candles. I love them. They're single. I don't quite want to call it a votive because it's such a unique shape. I love that it's lower, it's flat, you can fit it most anywhere. So these are their Fireflies. Great way to try out the fragrances. They have these in most every single candle that you can get in the larger size. I love them for efficacy. You want to try out scents, and then honestly, it's just a nice way. Say you have, maybe you have a smaller space or you just want like a little point of light. I love that they're individually packaged. So they did send me a couple of these to try out. One of them, one of my favorite fragrances, warm apple pie. I do enjoy it. If you like a warm apple pie scent that, in my opinion, is a little bit heavier on cinnamon, that feels very fall, I think you're gonna enjoy this one. Let me read you, and of course I haven't burned the Firefly yet, but I have burned their warm apple pie in the past. So the notes are apple, which of course I get, pastry, I definitely get a flaky pastry note, mid notes of cinnamon and clove, definitely get the cinnamon. It's not an over-the-top cinnamon, but I do get cinnamon. And then base notes of sweet and vanilla. It does have a really beautiful sweetness to it. This is the vanilla cupcake. I did get a Firefly candle in this. Again, I love the Fireflies just because it's a great way to test out the fragrance. And they're also, I like that they already have plastic around them, not like a regular votive where you have to find out where to place it. And I love the size of these. So they gave me vanilla cupcake to try. Now this is another fragrance I have tried from Kringle. It's just a very beautiful, straightforward vanilla fragrance. Now, I do like this one, but the Kringle lineup has another vanilla one. I can't think of the name of it. You'll see it in my upcoming haul of the Kringle lineup that I really, really like. But this one is nice too. The notes for vanilla cupcake are top notes of butter and cream, mid notes of cream and vanilla, which I definitely get that. Base notes of cream, gourmand, and powdery vanilla. Vanilla cupcake is just a very straightforward fragrance. Like I said, haven't burned it in the larger versions yet. I plan to chunk this one up and pop it in the wax warmer, and you guys will see my Instagram follow-ups on that. So that was vanilla cupcake right there. New fragrances, you guys. I'm so excited to share these with you. So they have cinnamon buns, we have blueberry French toast, and then pumpkin waffle cone. First up, we have cinnamon buns. You guys, this one smells so good. Now, on these three new ones, okay, so this is the one I have not burned yet. And just taking the top off of this, it smells like you're walking into a Cinnabon store. That is the best way I can describe this. Cinnabon. Really and truly. Look at the oils on that. This one is quite fragrant. Again, I'll be doing Instagram follow-ups as I burn these throughout the season. And if you missed the beginning of the video or you're skipping around, please keep in mind, these are new fragrances that are gonna be launching August 27th. So the cinnamon bun, pumpkin waffle cone, and blueberry French toast. Those three from this lineup from Country are going to be coming out August 27th. You guys can use my code, the 15% off code, LIFE, L-I-F-E, with W-I-T-H-L-B, 15% off at checkout. You can use that on sale items and on new items, just no custom orders and no gift cards. So I do not have the notes for cinnamon bun. It's not on their website yet. So what I'm gonna explain is kind of what I get out of the candle and what it smells like to me. If you're a fan of an ooey gooey bakery cinnamon type scent and you love Cinnabon type fragrances, that's the best way I can describe this. You get a flaky, kind of gooey, icingy, cinnamon, doughy fragrance. It smells like a Cinnabon. I can already tell just on cold. This is probably one of the stronger ones of all the candles I've reviewed in the Country Collection today. On cold, this is the second strongest, next to Coffee Shop. So if you want a stronger cinnamon bakery fragrance, I would definitely try this one out. Again, it starts August 27th. It should be available on their website. This reminds me of a fragrance you could use either year-round or for fall. You are looking for a great fall or year-round, really, cinnamon type fragrance, at least to me on cold, this scent is spot on. All right, and up next, Pumpkin Waffle Cone. I was so excited to share this one with you guys. First of all, cute pink packaging, pink wax, of course. You got the little white pumpkin with the waffle cone. Very different for a fall lineup. I love that they're doing like the blue one back there, these pastels. Very, not what you would expect for fall, which I really, really like. Now, before I tell you what I thought on this one, and I don't have the notes, of course, because it's a newer scent, but I'm going to tell you what I thought. So I burned this twice. I burned it out here, and then I burned it in the half bath. I'll tell you what I think is in this and kind of what I get from the fragrance. This was not what I was expecting, but in a good way. Very different. I was picturing it to be like a waffly cone, ooey gooey with a bit of pumpkin. It's a very beautiful and unique fragrance. I almost get, really, it's a little bit lighter. It's warm, muted, very fall, cozy, not over the top gourmand or bakery. I get a warm, almost vanilla-y waffle cone or waffly, wafery type fragrance, almost the same that's in the salted waffle cone. Kind of in the same vein, not as sweet, of course, no caramel, just that warmth, like a vanilla wafer. So very light on the gourmand action in this one. And then I just get like a warm, light, almost white pumpkin spice. You know, when you hear white pumpkin, it's almost a little more muted. It's not a pumpkin puree. It's not a pumpkin guts. It's not any of that. It's just a warmth, almost like a little bit lighter. And you get a little more muted in the cinnamon, a little more muted in maybe the allspice or the nutmeg or whatever notes they happen to be using. It really does smell like a light vanilla, I don't even want to say waffle, like wafer almost, with white pumpkin. That's what I get out of this one. And that's probably why they put those two right on the package. Now, this was not the strongest. When I had it going in the open room, it was getting a little bit lost. I did wind up putting it in the half bath, and that's where it kind of wound up actually kind of floating around, and I could smell it a little bit more. 1 to 10, 10 of course being the strongest. In an open room, he was getting lost. It was maybe a 5.5, maybe 6. Once I put it in a room by itself and it was able to kind of do its thing, I was smelling it. It was probably at about a 7, 7.5. Again, I wish I had the notes on these, but these are new. He will be arriving August 27th is the fall launch. And again, of course, you can use my code LIFEWITHLB for 15% off. And that was Pumpkin Waffle Cone right there. We have one more left, and last, but certainly not least, let's move on to, ooh, this beauty back here, Blueberry French Toast. Yes, he is part of the new lineup that launches August 27th. Stay tuned for that. Beautiful packaging. I love the blueberry. I love that they threw us blueberry lovers, us blueberry muffin, blueberry waffle, blueberry donut lovers. They threw us a blueberry French toast, and I was surprised. A lot of times it's hard for me to find an authentic blueberry fragrance. Now, this is blended, so it's not a full-on blueberry. I will admit, on cold, this one seemed light. It seemed a little bit light. The scent was amazing. Let me see. Yeah, even smelling the lid, it seemed a little light, and I go, well, we'll try in an open room, and if I have to, I'll move it into another room. I had it up there, and I had it going maybe about 30 minutes or so. I was on the laptop in the living room editing on the couch, and I got this waft, like this really pretty, semi-sweet. It wasn't quite blueberry. I couldn't catch blueberry right away, but I was getting this sweetness, and I go, oh, what is that? And I go, that's right. I have that candle going behind me. Swear to God. I forgot that it was going. I was in the room, but I was working on something, and I just caught this almost smelled like they're saying blueberry French toast, this light syrupy, but not over the top maple syrup, you know, fake syrup. Just almost the scent you get when you have a piece of French toast or a pancake or anything, and the syrup just starts to kind of golden and starts to kind of get into the bread and the butter and the crispiness. That caramelized-ish sweetness mixed with a little bit of like a berried sweetness. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. This is not the strongest candle in the world, but the fragrance is authentic and it wafts beautifully. It's lingering too. Even when I put this out, I will still catch little wafts for like maybe 30 minutes or an hour afterwards. It's really, really pretty. But I would imagine if you put this in a smaller room, it would definitely throw and it'd probably be a little more noticeable. So for me, the blueberry French toast is my all-star of this haul today. If you're interested in trying it, I definitely would. Again, you can use that code if you'd like. And you know, you can even, I don't know if they're gonna be doing the fireflies in these, but maybe you don't wanna commit to a whole giant candle. Remember, you can always get the mediums, you can get the fireflies. I don't know if they're gonna be doing wax melts in these, but my blueberry lovers, please check this one out. I don't think you will be disappointed. All right, you guys, and that is it for me today on my Country Candle fall haul. Again, as I said earlier, please make sure if you want any of these fragrances, some of these are returnings, some of them are new, August 27, check the website. I will have it linked in the description. I'll also have my code in the description. If you have used any of the returning favorites, or if you plan to get any of the new ones, leave it in the comments below. Let me know which ones are your favorites, or let me know which ones are your favorites from Kringle Candle that you may be burning right now. Before I sign off, I do want to mention to you that I'm on Instagram. So if you're on there, come find me at life, LIFE_with WITH_L. I use my Instagram to post a lot of upcoming videos, purchases, hauls, vendor wax, things like that. So if you're on there, come find me. You guys, thank you so much for watching. Please stay tuned. I do have the part 2 coming out. If not today, it'll be loading sometimes tomorrow with the Kringle collection lineup. And yes, there will be new and returning fragrances on there. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.